All right. Well, now this is not part of any. It's not part of the twofer. This is also not part of. This is not also my usual content. As for people who watch me and um, who has watched my stuff, I talk about action figures specifically as at the moment SH Figure Arts and Kamen Rider. And also I talk about music. Lately I've been talking about a lot. I've been talking about K-pop and P-pop a lot. But soon it's gonna change because I'm gonna be putting in more content with regards to like rock music especially. Yeah, but I just need to research more and learn more about it. Learn more about the things that I'm talk about, because at the moment it's just my feelings, so I don't have that much technical knowledge on it. But soon, rock music soon, because that's like the music I really I really grew up in. But I just like to comment or maybe put my 2 cents with regards to this current series of videos and reactions towards this blogger. Um, Mainly, I'm gonna be talking about the my reaction to this interview by this vlogger, Miss Anne Abrahano. Hello, wherein she interviewed this so-called former kabatas, who's now in an ampalaya person, Percy. Now, this is going to be my is going to be my reaction, not just to her interview but mainly about her interview, but also to the way the way he to his or to his lives to the live stream of Paku, one of the other peoples in the one community who he talked to also. And basically talks about well, in the interview with Anne, sorry if it might go might go off tangent on things, but talks about his, I guess, transfer or change of ideology from, they would say, a kabatas to the ampalaya, the other group. It now, for people who are not familiar with this, it's basically two communities. It's the kabatas, or maybe, or even if they call it armado. I think with Attorney Claire it's ka something with a view, wherein they mainly support, or they support, I guess, the cause or the ideals of Attorney Libayan. Attorney Libayan, again, is a lawyer who's also a blogger, and who talks about a lot of things aside from current events, current things that has to do with the law. And but part of it is, I guess, criticism or commentary with the way, with Rafi Tulfo and the way that he does his stuff, like his show Rafi Tulfo in Action, the way he would act in Senate, and in basic, yeah, that's a big part of his content. While the Ampalaya is a group that supports Rafi Tulfo, in a sense that, despite everything, he helps. He gets to help. Okay. Now, personally speaking, I was a Tulfo fanatic. I'm proud to say it. I used to watch and believe in everything that Tulfo said, because first, it's good drama. Second is that it seems that he really helps. Two people there. It's basically a conciliation setting. Your side, your side, your side. And I only discovered Attorney Libayan when the content was about the maid of a son of a Taipan, wherein it was just mostly the side of the maid, while when I saw the the video of Tony Liban, he actually took it both sides. So there's the side of the maid, and he took the side of the guy. And from that point on, I started checking out, but not so much until just pretty recently. Pretty recent. And it's and for people who are not familiar with this, is that it got a little heated, in the sense that those two communities got a bit heated, especially since Attorney Libayan was shouting out a few of a number of bloggers, and these bloggers are also championing Attorney Libayan's cause. By the way, anybody who watches this, please, if you want to comment, please comment. On the flip side, the other side is that there are now bloggers supporting Rafi Tulfo's cause, especially one of them that lost his channel, but he still has a channel, so he still has a platform, and a few others, right? Now, it has gone a bit petty at times, but I guess I could say it's mostly tit for tat, in the sense that one would talk badly about the other would talk badly about the other. But one thing that got me thinking and wanted me to really talk about this is that person who got interviewed, I mean, he was, I guess I would say, if you add Paku's live with him, he's been interviewed 3 times. I can call it an interview. I'd assume it's an interview, or I would consider it an interview. He was interviewed 3 times, and basically he's giving non-answers to those questions. And he's like, oh, if that's what you think, and fine, I'm not looking for clout, I'm not looking for anything. Then why are you allowing yourself to be interviewed? Right? Let's just start from there. What do you want? You're gonna say that I'm not looking for anything, I'm not asking for anything. But like you said, you haven't started things yet. You just wanted to end the page. So what are you doing now? What are you doing? Are you doing a farewell tour as a kabatas? Are you doing, and then what, you're gonna be moving on to next things, and you just want the advertisement that I'm not. But that's basically your selling point. Your selling point was that you're a former kabatas, and then now you're moving to Ampalaya. No problem in that. Honestly, there's no problem in that, because within Ampalaya, there's people I actually watch. I enjoy Comics Man's content a lot. I love it when they do the Sausawan podcast. Believe it or not, I like watching Nico David when he does the Franklin Miano content. And I still watch his content. I'm subscribers to both those pages, right? So, it's funny that you keep talking about that you're not looking for anything, but that's your selling point, that you're a former kabatas, and then you'd be saying, I don't want to be known as a kabatas anymore. I want to be known as an Ampalaya. But that's the thing. You're talking about it's basically you being a former kabatas. Which, are you really kabatas? Or was there even a mention? Or was there even a thing that you are a kabatas already? Or you have been a kabatas? Because I actually haven't seen anything yet from others really being solidly kabatas. Right? So one thing. And then the questions given to you barely answered those questions. Actually, most of your answers were, kung gusto nyo yan, that's what you want, that's what you think, How about you? What do you think? Actually, the biggest point there is, I was planning to not do this, because a lot of my outrage actually came from the live stream with Paku, wherein basically you were saying, you you were talking about things with Sean Wayne, and your answer was, sumuporta, kumampi naman sa akin ni Sean Wayne. And, I mean, do you really have a stand, or you just want people to support you? Or in Tagalog, naghahanap ka lang ba ng kakampi? Or talagang may prinsipyo ka ba talaga? O naghahanap ka lang ng kakampi? Naghahanap ka lang ng katropa? Right? And honestly, I was commenting in Paco's live stream. You know, when you did Paco's live stream, I was actually incredulous with your answers, because you were saying, well, that's the especially with you saying that, oh, now I'm you say that you stand by your old principle, you stand by your old views with regards to the with Tulfo, but since you're now with Kabatas, you took it off, which is fine, okay, out of respect. So, but those are still your views, but you're now with the other, you're now supporting that group. So what gives? So if they do something wrong, since it's for respect, okay, it's fine, since you used to believe that way. Now, I watched your vlogs before. When you guys started, and you guys were still new. Actually, when you used to do your lives, your background was like a graveyard, right? Like a graveyard. Kasi, I used to find it's really cool. And then sometimes you do the live, you seem drunk. And then yes, you're saying that you were drunk when you were talking with Paku. That you were drunk, and it was cool at that time because you were one of the few kabatas, I guess, or the ones that criticized Tulfo by being like in your face about it. Like you really do the word. You really curse him out, right? And but at the end of the day, when I was thinking, if you're cursing him out, are you really thinking? What do you really have a stand, or are you just pissed off with the dude? Okay? Then you talked about how you're transferring, which is fine. That's you. That's your life. Okay? But one thing that I'd like to just also bring out is that you actually never admitted to anything in anything that you spoke in here. You always said, because my kid died. I'm condolence for that, and also for your father. I had this problem, so I became a menace to society, and I had to drink. And then when you were with Dance, you're in the interview with Anne, you were saying, because in that interview with Dance, I was tired. And then now with Anne's interview, because I had this thing with my father. If you're not ready, then don't do it, right? But so pipilitin mo lang. So you're just gonna force it, and then you give non-answers to those questions. And then you're gonna say, I want to close this chapter as a former, but that's your selling point. That's the reason why you got interviewed by people. It's because you being former kabatas transferring to the Ampalaya side. No judgment there. It's just I'm just judging your principles and the way you answer these people by saying, it's fine, it's what you think. Okay, it's what you think, but you can't even defend yourself. Not in any of those interviews did you even try to defend yourself and point out what was the principal change. Nothing. Then you brought up the Kabatas community being an echo chamber. How can it be an echo chamber when you have two people, like in that group, two people on opposite sides of the political spectrum? You have Sean Wayne, who actually just pretty much was trying to, which you were trying to champion with regards to having a revolution, which is anti-government. And we have Direk Freddy, who is what's directly opposite what Sean Wayne is talking about. You have that. Okay? So we have these two people, and they have the same views against what's happening with the way Rafi Tulfo would or RTIA would do things. Right? So how can it be an echo chamber? Now, granted, the only thing I could see there at the moment is that they do tend to have the same content, but it's the same issues that they find. I guess they find repulsive. So I don't understand where the echo chamber came in. But then again, it's you. So yeah, and since you're the person not to really explain things, and it's yeah, fine, it's you. It's echo chamber you. Uh, and you're talking about Caillou being a gatekeeper, which I wouldn't say that he's a gatekeeper. So, or first thing, what is the kabatas anyway? And he has his own content, but there are other people having the same things, which is not. I don't think is controlled by Caillou. Excuse me. I mean, you have Teacher Mark. He does have his own content. Does have his own topics, which is separate from Caillou. There's Mang Rene sa Kalam, which I honestly, if ever I watch Caillou's live, if they have the same content or the same topic, I'd actually go to Teacher Mark because I get to understand it more and then go back. There's Sean Wayne that has her own content. Sean Wayne, I'm sorry about the pronouns. But there's Sean Wayne's content. So which is the gatekeeper here? Well, I can do content about it. I did the content on 32&0, which is not my usual content. Does that make me kabatas? Does that make me already kabatas? Because, well, for one thing, I got comments from Alfredo Palita, Ecclesiastico, and that Dada guy, the neutral guy, Dada guy. So does that make me kabatas already because I got their comments? Right? But how about if I comment with Comics Man and Soap and agree to his points when they talk? So am I part of that as well? Honestly, I'm not a micro blogger. I'm worse than that. I am a nano blogger, or even worse, I'm a pico blogger. Yeah, because it's micro, nano, pico. I'm not sure if there's anything lower, but I guess I'm a pico content creator or worse. And I'm sure this is more or less just gonna be out in YouTube. But then again, at least I know where I stand. I know the reasons why the reasons why I would advocate what they're saying, and I would say that I'm not gonna say I'm kabatas because I don't know what that is even. I don't even know what armado is. I don't even know half the people who comment because I'm just one of them commenting. Even with Paku, when you were in a live stream with Paku talking about that girl that Chabs, I guess Chabs, right? Chabs, the one that you cursed out, the minor that you cursed out, which took you forever to apologize because you were making excuses for yourself. Because that's all you did, make excuses for yourself. I mean, why don't you stand for something for once? What, you're gonna say that, oh, I was a menace, I did this, what, I did not plan on anything. But why are you doing this? Why are you even doing your interviews for? So it means you're just, after this, then you're gonna do your own content. So you're basically advertising yourself by doing your content. What, can't answer straight? You can't answer straight? You can't answer anything? You can't answer anything? I mean, right? I mean, this is not a diss on Ampalaya because honestly, I would actually honestly, I actually respect the people that commented like Palita because I understand that he finds, I guess he finds some people within the kabatas or whatever that community, the anti-Ampalaya community. They can be quite abrasive. Yeah, they're pretty. They will be abrasive, yes. Okay, and I understand that he's supporting. I guess he's supporting. He really does support something. That has been his stance. Okay, even I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm sorry, ecclesiastico, right? The way she would support. Granted, I don't believe in what they believe in, and I don't believe in some of their, I don't believe in some of their, no, I don't believe their points. But then again, I can answer them. I can answer them as respectfully as I can because that is their belief. The Dada guy, I'm not sure because he tries to word it. He actually words it out like he's kind of neutral by asking those questions, but he's not. Halata naman. All right, so like the comments with Anna, it's like, oh, it's good to be neutral, but you're not. You're not neutral. So okay, so funny. But then again, I would respect them more. And first, I actually felt, wow, I'm relevant enough for them to comment on. But you know what? As everything you say is all bunch of crap. Can't stand for anything. All you do is deflect this question there. Oh, that's what you think. Deflect this question there. Oh, well, that's what I am. I don't want to talk about it. But you got interviewed again and again. If you had the problem with Caillou, that doesn't end your if that doesn't end your beliefs. If you have your beliefs in you, so what? It's a total change of belief because you had, sabi sa akin mabait naman daw yung tao eh. So if the guys, anybody's been mabait, even I guess a bad person's mabait to someone, and pupunahin po sa that when he disrespected an old person, I'll bet a billionaire. But pinuna ko yan. Pero sabi sa akin mabait naman din yan. What gives? I'm sorry, it is just my, I guess I'm frustrated. I'm not frustrated, no. I don't care about you. I don't care about, because you can make all the excuses you want. I don't care about you. But this, you thought you're promoting yourself. These interviews, the way you talk to people, it's just basically promoting yourself. And then after you promote yourself here, then you're gonna make a new chapter. You will always be known as that person because that's who you are. That's where people start. That's where you started. That's how people knew you. Now, if there's new people who would know you, then the old people will still say, yeah, that's who you are. At least stand on something. Stand on something. Because you're not. You said that you're not doing political blogging, then you're gonna be commentary. Are you? What are you? Then you can't answer. Are you so you wanna be no holds barred? Oh, but I don't wanna answer those questions. Man up. Man up. You wanna be man up. I know it's sexist, but man up, right? It's just pretty frustrating seeing people that they want to be relevant on a stand, which they say he doesn't want to be relevant, but why is he doing interviews? Make a stand. At least respect yourself enough. No, I don't think you care. But at least in a sense, be smart. I'm not sure. I mean, at least have a stand and be able to explain your stand correctly, because other people can, not other people can, but at least people would know, okay, that's why you're there. Not other bloggers commenting on what happened to you, what were you thinking? Because at least I would say that the people from the Ampalaya with Dens, the guy who lost his channel, and all those commenters, I know that they're always gonna support that side no matter what, because that's what they believe in. What do you believe in? What do you believe in aside from your excuses that you had all these tragedies in life? Everybody had these tragedies in life, but that doesn't change what you believe in, right? So have a stand, stand on it and stop making excuses for yourself, because it's pathetic making excuses, because you never admitted responsibility for it. In all those interviews, you never did it. Oh, mag-sorry ako, sige, sorry na lang. Make a stand. Man up. Make a stand. Make a stand. No, no. Take a stand. Take a stand and admit to something. I'm not saying you admit to your mistakes. Admit to something. At least understand it. Because you said that you have these conditions. I know people with these conditions, and they're not like that. Because they don't make excuses for themselves. So please, don't make excuses for yourselves. Stand on what you believe. If you really believe it, stand on it. And if you do that, you don't need to look for people to latch on to, because people will support you.